Welcome to the Vector Garden YouTube channel. In this video we are going to build this type of gradient here. And this cannot be a normal gradient. This, if you select it, is a gradient mesh. You can often find this type of gradient mesh in vector stock files that you download. And maybe you want to build this from scratch. And it works like so. So starting with a gradient mesh and then trying to bring it in that shape will be quite difficult and maybe close to impossible to get it. But fortunately, it's actually quite easy. So in order to build this, you start with the general shape that you have. And this is just a rounded rectangle. So I'm just taking the rounded rectangle tool and draw the rounded rectangle, and let's just apply this stroke instead of that fill, and then you can round those rectangles in the way that you like and just make this stroke fatter. I'm pressing the shift key while pressing the buttons here. Now that doesn't give us some uneven gradient, so let's go on with that here, and I'm going to take the width tool and just making that stroke thicker around here and a little thinner around here. So let's make that thinner here, and let's just grab these existing handles and these here as well in order to get that in a shape I want to have. Like so, and like so. And in order to get a gradient mesh out of this, what you now need is a gradient on it. So let's first start with a gradient, and let's apply that black to white gradient, but not to the fill. I'm going to undo that. Let's focus the stroke, and let's just put that gradient onto the stroke. And then we also need to select a different type, so this one. And in order to get the black into the center, I'm going to move that gradient stop, and let's just move that as well and press the Alt key while doing so that you get this type of gradient, which is black in the center and white at the edges. And then we are going to move on, and this is a live stroke with a gradient. So let's go to Object, Expand Appearance, and there we have the gradient mesh. And this is a little difficult to edit, and I'm going to show that. So let's check out this point, and you see when I move it, there are two on top of each other, and this will be difficult to color. And using the direct selection tool, you cannot even select it. So to select it, you use the lasso tool and just circle it. The lasso tool doesn't move the gradient points around, so then you can color them. And that's how you create this and edit this. Quite simple, right?